Alright folks, this is the install video of my second battery, my AGM. Now I know you're not supposed to put an AGM with a standard old lead acid battery. But they're about the same age and they are doing well so far. And I've got no use for my AGM right now, and I need more storage in the chicken shed because I'm going to put the lights on it. So I'm going to actually put the second battery right up here, make another ledge, and try and wire it across parallel to give me 205 amp hours of total storage. And I think that will really help. Well, it'll allow the solar panels to collect as much as they can collect on a really nice sunny day, and then when it's cloudy for a couple days, it should be enough amp hours to last through a few days worth of kind of no sun. And then when the sun does come out, they'll really be put to use, and the batteries will really suck up the power and go nuts. So, quick look at it right now. Put the light on here. There we go. Oh, bringing in 38 volts near 40 because I got my MPPT controller. I'm at 13.4 volts, and it's only bringing in 1.3 amps right now. Now that's probably because it's a little cloudyish out there. It's not super sunny bright. By the way, I'm using my iPad for video because my Garmin Virb is recording a snowplow accident, which you'll probably see in another video, or maybe this one, I don't know. So 1.4 amps. I had to clean the snow off. So I'm going to go ahead and start mounting the shelf. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to try and put this thing up where you'll be able to see, but bear with me. First thing I need to do is get rid of all this stuff in the way. All various bits and bobs. Here. And so I need to see if it's going to fit right there. Actually, I need to see if I've got these wires. I'm hoping these will work. Oh yeah, I think they will. Yeah, it should be enough. Nice. As long as I get my plus on the right side of my these are. I used to have these in the camper. One's got a proper copper end on it with a much better connection. I thought I had another copper end. Got the butterfly nuts on these, both of these. So I'll just wrap it around. That'll be good enough. I'm not pulling a huge amount of amperage, so I don't need these to transfer super amounts of amperage. Really, I mean, most I'm pulling at one time is maybe 15 amps. And so for equalization, these should be thick enough. So I'm going to go ahead and get some stock wood. That should do just fine, I think. I think that'll work. So. Now one problem is I didn't bring my screws down. I'm hoping there was enough screws sitting around here. Oh yes. Should be some screws I can use here. Never have too many screws. Should mention I'm making good use of my Makita Impact, my second-hand one. Great little drill. I should be thin enough to get in here, I'm hoping. Ooh, just barely. Just barely thin enough. There we go. That'd be great. Let's just fit this thing. Oh, this is heavy. Let's Positive on the right side here, the correct side. There we go. Beautiful. I put one screw in the back because it's not exactly level. I don't want my battery falling over. That would be a terrible mess. One more screw right here. There we go. Perfect. I think that'll work excellent. So, make sure we're recording here. Just going to do a real simple parallel connection here. Positive, positive, negative, negative, just like you're jumping a battery. Just like you're starting a car. That's all I'm doing. And yeah, I have plenty of length, which is perfect. So, negative and negative, positive and positive. Don't need to do anything crazy. So, let's see, I'm going to connect my negative first. It should be nice and safe. I'm going to use this for my positive cable, actually. Now, as I said, this doesn't have to be super high load sort of stuff. I'm never pulling a lot of amperage out of this thing, not a lot of draw, so I don't need to be pulling from two batteries. I just need enough to equalize them after I do use them amperage. And this should be enough for that. Should I get the insulation off this thing? Negative, negative, positive, positive. Double check my connection. This one's all dusty. Just hold it in there tight while it crunches down on it. Just want a good connection. It's not perfect. It should be fine though. There's a solid connection there for what wires are in there. I need to get proper crimped on connectors. So the next thing I'll do is I'll put this one on. I'll pull a little bit off here as well. Insulation doesn't want to come off over top the old bent up wire. It's cold out. That would be half of it. Alright, so I got a length off there. Spin that around nice and tight. Spin up my butterfly. And wrap that around. You just want good electrical connections with anything. As with anything, the problem with most electronics is often connections. A broken connection somewhere or whatever. So positive to positive, negative to negative, and I should double my amp hours. So we'll hold our breath and see what happens here. I'll clean this. Ouch. Gotta clean that contact a little bit. Kind of messy. There we go. Positive to positive. supply back on. Gotta rebend my diode here. Get it fitting a little there. Alright. Negative, negative, positive, positive. Snug these guys up. And I'm away. So I'm sucking in 1.1 amp. 1.1 amps. Let's see. I'm not drawing anything, of course. My voltage is at 13.4. So that was a pretty basic, simple install, but quite a significant one when you consider how much this is improving this setup actually. So again, got my my standard old marine deep cycle here, which is a plain old lead acid deep cycle, and it's in good shape. About 4 years old. 4 years? No, 3 years old. And the AGM I got maybe a year later. I forget exactly. They're roughly the same age. At this point in time, I wouldn't want to buy another AGM and match it up with this one because this AGM is 2 years old. And I'm not going to buy another deep cycle right now. I wouldn't want to match them up because this one's 3 years old. So these are kind of both closest in age. And they're both healthy. They're both very healthy batteries. So I don't fear that the deep cycle, the lead acid, is going to draw down the AGM all the time or something like that, which is kind of the common problem. One cell does all the work and all the other cells draw power from it. There might be a tiny bit of that, but at this point in time for my budget and what I need, this will do. So this gives me a total of, so the Nautilus AGM is 90 amp hours, about $300 for it, by the way. $300 for the AGM absorbed glass mat. The deep cycle lead acid, this is about $140, $150. It is 115 amp hours. So in total, I've got 205 amp hours of power now. And on the top, I've got total 180 watts of solar panels. Now, right now, I've got the solar panels up there. Those are in series. Series and parallel. 2 of them are in series, and then parallel for the 2 sets of 2. And that goes into my MPPT controller. And so any voltage over 12 volts, it converts into amperage, or over 14 volts or whatever, it converts into amperage. These guys, I haven't got them arranged yet. I was using these for different purposes, and in the summer I will reconnect everything to the MPPT. But right now, these 2 little guys are just in parallel going to a regular PWM pulse width modulation charge controller. And so right now, and that's why I have the diode so that the big panel doesn't push into the little panel. I don't know how much of a problem that actually is, but my goal, and this is 180 total watts of solar panels. My goal would be then in the summer to get all 6 panels up there, everything going through the MPPT. Because it can handle more voltage actually. Maybe do 3 panels in series and 2 sets of 3 panels. And then at this point, I think I actually have enough power then to melt water, for the heated chicken water bowl, and also to power the lights for the chickens in winter. And then in the summer, I mean, I've just got, my system is way too big for the summer because the summer, when the sun's shining, it's just powering like mad. But I should have a really good setup now, and now I can actually use this as an emergency backup system. I've got all this wired, ready to go, fully 180 watts of power, and I just need an extension cord to go up to my house, and then I could power my whole house with this. I have an inverter, 1000-watt inverter, that I could plug onto one of these quite easily, and so that's my emergency plan. And so my next step is to get maybe some LED light strips off eBay and replace this work lamp to give the chickens a bit more proper, quote, proper lighting in the morning and night. I'm trying to give them about 14 to 16 hours, as I say. They haven't started laying yet. I'm kind of looking for signs that maybe they're starting to nest, but I haven't seen any yet. But anytime now, with the extra light, I'm hoping they'll start laying because we really need to get some eggs. Alright, well, I got to get in. My wife's got to do some projects, and I got to look after the kids for a little while. But I wanted to show you that setup there, installing the second battery in parallel. So it's still a 12-volt system. If you want to go 24-volt, you could do them in series and get a 24-volt system. There's different setups you can do, obviously. But this works for me. Everything I have is 12-volt. And 12-volt works. It's really nice, easy voltage to work with. Everything you can get a lot of components for 12-volt stuff, like the DC timer on my heated water bowl there, my DIY heated water bowl. And as an update for the heated water bowl, it's doing well. When it's really cold, it has a little trouble, but I'm thinking with this extra battery bank, maybe I can extend the melt period to maybe a full hour from 45. And then when it's minus 20 or something, then it can actually will actually be able to do its job. All right, I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe if you find any interest at all in the video. Thanks for watching again, like I said, and we'll come to you in the next video, and hopefully have another homestead thing. As of this video, I don't have a lot lined up, so I got to get rolling here and get some projects going. I've been stumped. I had a few projects that I was stumped with that didn't work. I got some video taken, but I wasn't able to make wasn't able to upload anything out of them because those projects failed. So those updates will be coming shortly. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll keep you updated on the progress here as I do the off-grid work on the off-grid chicken shed.